All right, everybody, we're getting ready to get in. We are in Champ Select, everybody. We're going to keep the music going tonight. Just keep it real casual. Since I'm solo casting here, I'm all alone. I'm the only guy. No casting partners. Anime is real. Thanks for the follow. An absolute legend. All right, Heimerdinger Man. Little surprising, but Bri Ping does have a Heimerdinger one trick, so not too crazy there. See what Bri Ping answers with. I hear chat messages. Oh, okay, there we go. They're chatting each other up at the chat. The Yasuo band coming across from Bri Ping here. Oh, I just realized something. You guys gotta keep me honest on this. Whoop. Whoop. That should be there, and that should be there. Beautiful. That's art right there. Do you guys like the new Pro Draft overlay also? Doing it? Renekton band coming out. That is going to be targeted at Uncle B's. Almost a Renekton one trick. Aurelia band coming to the other side. A lot of the mid laner for Sister Kissers plays like a ton of aggressive mid laners. Like the melee, he plays the Zed, he plays the Yasuo, plays the Aurelia, a lot of stuff like that. So really good bands. We saw Anion ban out similar things, and the Cinnaband. Been a very popular AD carry, and the Talon band. So definitely removing all of those melee damage carries in the mid lane, right? Trying to get all of that out of there as fast as they can. Sona, first picked by Sister Kisher. Sona is like super strong. See what Bro IP matched with. Now, one thing, Sona Lux is like super popular right now. We don't know that's that because Sona support obviously really good also. Oh, and oh my goodness, I'm not going to be solo casting. Soul is here with me to do the play-by-play, so I don't blow my voice out before
Let's go. What's up, guys?
I'll shoot you the link real fast.
All right, perfect.
I will give you the link for you. Yeah, specifically for you, only because you're my friend. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful day. It's quite a wild draft so far.
Really?
Oh, it's wild. First picks of Malzahar and Mordekaiser for Broad Pinged. First pick Sona for Sister Kissers.
Jesus.
Yeah. Now, is it Sona Lux though? That's the question.
Yeah, we've seen that once before.
It's Sona Lux.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Ooh, and on top of an Akali.
Yes, we get an Akali. That's my girl. When we drafted against Sister Kissers, we had almost the exact same bands. Where we just removed... This guy plays... Their mid laner is like the assassin, like in-your-face player.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, like he plays Yasuo, Aurelia, Talon, Zed. He picked Zed against us.
Oh.
Going for Akali now. Into the Malzahar. Feels like that could be a nasty matchup for Akali, though.
Yeah, sure. The Ashe and the Mordekaiser coming over from the other game, the AED versus what was it?
What? TG1?
What was the other game? TG1.
TG0.
TG0.
If they make a sister team, they have to name it that.
Yeah, and then TG2 from there, you know.
Judgment Day. TG2 Judgment Day.
TG4, The Return of the Sith. I don't know. Revenge of the Sith. Oh my god, I'm actually a
yeah. I was like,
I'm a zoomer.
I was like, you're just combining all of them into like.
Yikes.
Return of the King is better than Return of the Jedi.
What is that? That's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I know somebody that's in my chat. They'll be very angry at me for saying that, but you know what? They're just gonna have to live with it. Yeah, extremely AP heavy here. But a lot of shields to go around the Akali. The Lulu banned out. Not to pair it with the Ashe here. An Echo band from the other side. That is an Echo jungle band. The jungler for Sister Kissers plays a...
Okay.
Untrue, but whatever. It's 100% true. I refuse to hear any other argument. The Hecarim band. Gotta take Hecarim away if they're playing Sona Lux. Prize?
That
No
is
Shin
correct.
Man though. Usually Shin is like the other piece of the we'll call it the Plat Zodia.
Ooh, Pike.
This is
Pike
super good
Ash.
because Pike ult goes through shields. So
Oh.
if you have a shield comp that's gonna pick the Shin, the Soma, the Lux, things like that, the Pike can be super good. Similar to how Blitzcrank ult like removes shields. Pike ult ignores shielding.
Huh.
That's a 5-head pick. And also,
Actually,
guys,
400 leagues under the sea
oh my
on
god,
us.
400
I mean,
leagues
with
under
the
the
Pike.
draft. That's gonna be a
There you
draft
go.
segment I do now.
What, that's our new roundtable. 400
Yeah.
leagues under the draft.
Yeah, Darius pick into the Mord.
That's gonna be a dominant lane. I feel like.
Yeah, Darius is super scary.
Yep.
Yeah, and guys, if you're worried about us not going too hard into the picks right now, don't worry. We've got 3 minutes. We've got to wait out the Spectre. We will go deep on every lane. Well, you know, where each team has power, things like that.
Yep. Do not sweat it.
I'm leaving on the lo-fi hip-hop during Champ Select, by the way.
Nice.
You know, just, you know, a little adaptation. Holy cow. It's in the caster sheet if you need it.
Okay.
I'm going to force everyone to go to the... Ooh, a Kane!
Oh my god. Really?
Okay, this is like... This is first pick for Pike and Kane, right? In the tournament, and Malzahar.
Yeah.
And Akali.
And a Kali.
Whoa, this is actually sick.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of diversity here. We saw Jarvan 4, Ashe, Mordekaiser last game.
Oh, wait,
Saw
wait, wait.
Sona Lux. What?
They're saying that Darius is Vlad.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird looking Vlad, but that's okay.
Yeah. He's missing a little bit of the blood and no, actually he has the blood.
He's got blood in his body. I
Yeah,
assume
no.
he's human.
Yeah, I mean, who knows though? Like,
All right, guys. We're going to cut away to a short video, and when we come back, we will be in the in-client Champ Select. Whenever it starts. There we go. Well, for whatever reason, that program didn't want to pick up that, so we'll stay here on the pro draft for a second, but that's fine. You know, we're still seeing the same drafts play out. Soul, are you with me?
I'm not.
Oh, okay, well. Oh, wait, you didn't make it?
I didn't make it.
You didn't make it?
There was an error. Don't blame me. Blame Riot, dude.
Riot.
200 years of my butt.
No. That's okay. I'll explain to you what's happening.
Can you stream on
Yeah.
Discord?
Yeah, I can. I just saw Discord's auto muted because of
Yeah,
streaming.
no,
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I'm an infection. Every time I join a stream, there's always technical difficulties.
No, it's okay. How did yours go?
Honestly, ours went pretty great.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, maybe not my own, but other people's.
Yeah, I mean, a good night overall. I can't believe we're getting Kane jungle.
Dude, okay, so I'll give you a little story while we're waiting because we already saw this. I originally permabanned Jarvan, right?
Right?
And because I can't stand it. I can't stand Jarvan. He's just a piece of garbage. He counterpicks all of the champions that I like to play, and I just don't think he's a fair champ. Like Gragas is his only like counterpick. It's stupid. And then I'm playing like some Sejuani in a ranked flex.
Yeah.
And we run into this Kane, and if you think like Stewie 2K is BM, this guy is like the most. Oh my god, it was ridiculous, right? And so this guy just goes Red Kane, goes like full healing, and just 1v5s the whole game, and then just BMs every time he gets a pentakill, and it was just. And from then on, I was just like, nope, not anymore.
Never gonna play against Kane again.
Never again. So, yeah.
Okay, let's talk the comps here. So looking at, let's start with top lane, the Mordekaiser into Vlad matchup. From my opinion, you expect more to push early, right? You expect him to have priority early in this lane.
Yeah, definitely. My boy Uncle B up there, we'll have to give him a quick shout out into PuppyCat999 on the Vladimir. I think late game, Vladimir's going to have the game in his hands, but for right now, early game, probably up until level 6, I'd put my money on Mordekaiser, both in trading and pushing in. So
yeah, definitely. And also, this comp has good builders of Merlinomicon, both
right.
Baltahar and Mordekaiser. Very good with that item. So into the Vlad, into the Akali, the Solna, these things that heal, very good. They get an easy build path there. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have a lot of 1v1 power, right? It seems almost kind of weird to have the Akali Vladimir with the Solna Lux, but I guess if you're balled up, it's so hard to kill the Vladimir. But Akali can side lane extremely well. Vladimir can side lane extremely well, right? And it's so hard to push Solna Lux out of a lane, right? If you're in a 1-3-1, like it's almost impossible to push them out of a lane because there's so much healing and shielding and things like that.
Right. And definitely, like you said, the Pyke pick is just going to be really crucial. Like they won't be able to fight without Pyke. And I'm hoping for some highlight reel plays, some big, 5-man ultimate shenanigans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and I mean like. You look at the bot lane here, I mean, there's so much potential for Bro I Pinked, right? Because Lux Solna is not like overly aggressive lane. They want to get to the lane, they want to farm up, they want to get items, right? And Pyke Ashe is so much ability to catch you out. Like if Pyke lands a hook on you, you're gonna get slowed, you're gonna get stunned by Pyke. You have the Ashe ult after 6. Like it's scary in that lane.
Yeah, and then the backup from the Kayn coming through the walls, like I can't agree with you more. I haven't seen much from either of these teams. I don't know if you have, but
we have played both of them.
So yeah, what do you think? Where should we be? Who are our must-watch players, and what should we be looking out for?
I think Medium, the mid laner for Sister Kissers, is an absolute stud. This guy's super good, makes a ton of plays. He's an aggressive player. He's gonna try and force. And on the other side, I gotta go with Deep Eddie, Uncle B in the top lane, right?
Oh,
He's a guy who literally he's only played one game. He was a sub for Anion in week 1 and has since transferred, went out into the free agency pool and got picked up by Bro I Pink. And he was deathless in that one game with Anion, right? It was a 23-minute game win where he was deathless.
And one thing to shout out about Uncle B is that he's silver 2. This is a plat tournament, and he's silver 2.
Yeah, he's been stunting on people.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he's going to bring to this game against the Vladimir. I definitely want to see some, Death Realm suckage and the appropriate kills. Big suck.
Also to point out, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but there's been 3 Anion top laners to play, including Deep Eddie, and not a single one has died yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's been 2 velocity games, and our mid lane hasn't got a kill.
Beautiful. Yeah, also Magi swapping to support. They're swapping their support and mid laner on Bro Pinged from the last week, which from what I've heard, I have a little bit of insight because obviously Magi is on the podcast with me. He is a natural support, and they thought having him mid lane was the best choice. But I think part of it was he is a natural shot caller, and he found it kind of hard to shot call from the mid lane as opposed to playing support where he can roam. So we'll see if this kind of picks up, because he is, almost a platinum level player. So putting him in his natural role obviously will be good. Oh. Yeah,
and going into the Lux Solna, that's gonna be a good game. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Chat, there will be a vid made of it. It'll be up on the Everything LCS YouTube. We are loading into games, so we're going to throw it into a video. Just so you know, we get into game, we'll cut back over. We'll be here with Sister Kissers versus Bro I Pink. Also, for everybody on stream, just want to give a quick shout out to our title sponsor, which is Everything LCS. If you're interested in LCS content and just pro level play in North America, feel free to give them a follow. I am one of the co-hosts. It's streamed weekly Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. So throw a follow if you're interested in something like that. You can also check us out on YouTube at Everything LCS. Thanks, guys. Hello everyone, welcome to the game we are in with Sister Kissers versus Bro I Pinged. Alright, so what are you looking for in these level ones?
Honestly, level 1, we saw it in the last game. There was actually an invade last game, which like I haven't seen any level 1 type shenanigans at all yet, you know? Like there hasn't been. I mean, I'm not exactly sure.
Game?
I did not. Was there a bunch of?
Yeah, I think they're top laner. I don't remember his name. Something Vega. 4-man Shintai level 1.
Wow, that's. I mean,
that's
personally, I kind of hate that guy, but like, kidding.
Where's I gonna hate that dude? It's like super full of himself.
I'm joking.
They did get a ward, so already a gold lead, so pretty much GG now.
That's facts.
Do you like what I've done with the new overlay? Oh,
I do. That is.
You like the logos on it?
Yeah, that's. I mean, professional tournaments need professional designers, right? So,
well, I am hiring a new graphic designer to help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You may know him. You may know him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you may. Speaking of Kane, starting top side. This is a big advantage to having Kane also, is that he gets to solo out these camps himself here on the top side, and your bot lane gets to get into the lane early. Yes I can. How was that?
Flawless. Looking like some level 1 shenanigans in the bot lane. The Pike with Aftershock, I really like that. Gives him a little bit of extra tankiness when he's going in for those big 4-man ultimate type stuff. Yeah.
Ooh. Level 2 first for Deep Eddy in top lane. Using that to get a little bit of a trade on the Vlad. And Vlad doesn't heal much, early. He started Ruby Crystal here. He just wants to farm and get away. He has a little bit of sustain there, but he hasn't reached a point yet where his other spells don't take more health than he's gaining on the Q, right?
Right.
Mid lane, I've played this matchup both sides. It can be very annoying for Malzahar because pretty much anytime you spawn, you need to pull top lane. But pretty much anytime you spawn your Voidlings, the cooldown is so low on Akali's Q, she can pretty much almost instantly clear it.
Right.
Oh, Jarvan looking top lane.
Yeah, Deep Eddy's a little bit pushed up in the deep end of the pool. Jarvan's gonna be looking here. Flag and drag used the flash from Deep Eddy, well played, and he's gonna get out. As a flash use though, so
yeah, definitely gonna be easy for Jarvan to go back there if he wants to. Oh no, I don't know what. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday message tomorrow. Thank you for the pre-active. You guys are gonna like what's on stream tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, honestly. Like,
It's gonna be the best Vega content you can get. Aside from this, of course, that you're already tuned into.
that was a great E from Collie there.
Oh,
Thread
here's
the
the
needle.
return gank.
Oh my god, another one. They're just gonna abuse the fact that there's no flash in this Mordekaiser. And first blood's gonna go over to the Jarvan. Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? Jesus.
It's okay, it's late. It's Friday, you know.
It's like 9:30.
Yeah, look at. Oh, is this gonna be a solo
my
kill in
god,
mid?
that's a lot of damage from medium baller. Medium baller, more like spicy baller. There's going to be a bot lane gank, double slow. The Q comes out. There's going to be a flash and a barrier used from the enemy bot lane. This good root. One's under turret. Maga going to go down.
What a mess.
Oh, that turret does a lot of damage.
What a mess.
2-1 for the side of bro. I pinged, right? Yeah. Right. Oh my god, flag and drag flash misses. I was in a little bit of a hot spot here. Gonna look for the Ash.
A lot of
E from the Lux is gonna miss. Nope.
Trading a top 2. This is at 2 levels down.
Dude, what is going on? This is shenanigans. This game.
Yeah, killing the Jarvan and killing the Lux, but I almost think it's so important that Ash gets a kill here also. Like, even though the fight goes down, like, the Ash getting a kill is huge.
Yeah, as a scaling team, or as a scaling character and in a scaling team, they really need that. So, yeah, definitely
also,
one to look out for.
It's so important for Kayn to be in these scrappy fights early to get, the stuff for his transformation. Because the worst thing that can happen is for Kayn to have a passive early game, right? And get set off his transformation. So pretty good for
the other thing is you almost want to sacrifice minions at that point in the game. You're not looking, because your power spike isn't gold, it isn't money, it isn't items, it's your form, it's your red form, it's your blue form, whatever. You just get a massive power spike, and that's, as a Kayn player, you need to be looking for those early ganks and the early skirmishes.
Yep, I agree completely. But for Sister Kissers, great early game. The Akali putting so much pressure on this Malzahar in the 1v1. Vlad is, thanks to the early gank, now he's got a CS lead, right? He has, when he shouldn't have, some pressure and agency in this lane.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we're gonna have to look out for is Soul this game, because it's not Ocean Drake, so it's not the best Drake. It's still 3 options left, and looking at this team, like either team could definitely use a Infernal Drake. Like that would just be nuts.
Yeah, but I mean, you think about the Ocean on a team that already has Solna and Vladimir. Oh, the return game bot. There's no sums here. Oh, the Pike Q
hook
lands.
Out of the W. It's gonna be a kill onto Zedzix from Heat Death Suplex. That's a little bit of a mouthful. I'm gonna mess that up.
That is a mouthful. You're just gonna have to call him Heat. That's a 2-0 Ash.
That is. With a Vampiric Scepter, they're gonna be looking for Dragon.
Look at the Malzahar thing. So fun, interactive champion.
Yep. Hit button champ, aka. There's gonna be gank mid. The flagging drag's gonna knock him up. The E's gonna miss from the Akali. He might get to try and look for an Akali. Yep. Nothing he can do. Medium Baller gonna pick up another kill. Or his first kill.
Not good there. Malzahar did have a lot of pressure in that lane. He was able to shove in, but that's the risk. And if you don't have flash, you don't have your shield up on Malzahar, you are vulnerable to a gank.
They did trade that for first Dragon, and it's looking like either Fire Drake or Mountain Drake this game. I'm putting my fingers crossed for Fire Drake, because that just makes it so much of a better watch game. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Cloud Soul, and I think that's probably the most important thing, right?
Right.
Do notice that if you're watching this and you're looking at Solna CS and you're like, wow, she's really far down, do not forget that the Lux also is farming. So it's an aggregate CS between the two. So then they're doing fine in this lane. You expect not to pressure a lot onto the Ash and the Pike here. So just having decent CS and having even picked up a kill in this lane is pretty good. We want Deep Eddy. A little bit of pressure.
Deep Eddy could definitely look there. That's a pull down on Vlad, and his ultimate is still up. He still has flash, and he has a Conqueror's Summoner spell, which gives him a ton of healing. So
definitely.
Yep.
Anything else happens in its early game? Ooh, big trade.
Like
I said, oh, that's a flash.
I think he should be. Yep, that's what I was expecting. Deep Eddy going into the deep end again. This time for his own good. The E comes out to Vlad. It's not enough, and Deep Eddy claims him for his own.
Also, want to point out Deep Eddy died for the first time in this tournament.
Yeah, that's a great point.
This is what he expected to happen when he was fighting the Bled. He didn't expect Jarvan.
Right.
Also, Kane, not, he's gotten a lot of successful gank stuff, but also farming up a lot on this Kane.
Almost impressively, like 60 farm. That's the highest in the game compared, just under Akali, but
Yeah, it's
as a
extremely good
jungler,
for a
that's
jungler.
impressive. Yeah. Jarvan awaiting in the bush, gonna look for something here. Malzahar has no shield. He's gonna walk up, flag and drag. There's knockup, but there's no follow up from the Akali. He definitely could have used R there. There's gonna be a gank top as well.
Oh my
Who is down
goodness.
for Vlad, and Nightmare is Nightfall is gonna claim another soul. Deep Eddie 2-1 with a 150 gold. 150 gold. What is bounty?
Bounty. Got a bounty. Yeah, but that's terrible because like as Vlad, you kind of need to get through the early game because it takes a little while for you to get online as Vladimir. So giving up like kills in lane like this and pressure puts you at Bait Ninja having to flash.
Oh my god, good flash Q from the Pyke, and looks like the Akali's gonna go in. It's kind of a split fight here. The TP coming out from Deep Eddie. That's Ignite, gotta kill her. It's gonna be a 1v1. Deep Eddie versus Medium Baller. Akali versus Mordekaiser. This Mordekaiser is so strong. No ultimate. And the backup is here, but so is the backup from the other team. Red team looking to fight the big AoE from the Kane, the slow, the big stun onto two people, but there's no follow-up. They really can't do much because no one is there. They're so split.
Yeah,
they
that was actually insane. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like aggravated watching this. Gotta follow up. Sheesh.
I just had someone text me and be like, "What Elo says Deep Eddie is going off." Yeah, he's a
that's what I
player.
said. And, that's what I said. He's solo. He's silver player 2-0, 2-1 with a 25 or 15 gold.
15 CS
yeah, that's nuts. Like
that's almost a dead even game. There's 100 gold separating these teams right now.
Yeah.
But one thing we said is Sister Kissers definitely has like a scaling comp right there. They have the Vlad, they have the Soul Lux. So the pressure is on Bro IPing to like put things together. They have the Malzahar, they have the Ashe and Pyke to force engagements onto this team. That's what they need to do, right?
Right.
But yeah, you definitely feel good about having this giant Mord in the side lane and Kane who's already gotten 3 assists in this game.
And I think he's looking at like the way he's been playing. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it looks like there's gonna be some shenanigans going on. Might just wall walk out. Yeah.
Gosh, these trades and top the pool forced again.
Deep Eddie is in such control right now.
Yeah, Vlad can't even approach this wave.
Yeah, right, exactly. But I was gonna say, looking at like the way that the Kane or where the Kane's been hitting, I would expect that he has more like blue souls or whatever than red. Not completely sure, but the way that he's building a warrior, so that could go either way. So
look at this health in top lane. I mean, they're getting top gapped right now, like hard. This Mordekaiser is massive, and this is after a gank. He died to a gank early in the game. Is Mordekaiser's secret Vlad counters? Because they picked the Vlad into the Mord, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, right. Ash Arrow in the bot lane.
Ash Arrow, stun coming out, and he's going to flash away. There's going to be the speed. Good, wow, good R, catching them both on the little edge of it. We're going to be looking at right through the shield. That's what you were talking about. We're waiting for the Q. Pyke waiting for the Q. Oh, he's going to miss it. And,
we're getting a pause.
Oh, my God, the pause right before he dies.
Look at
tactical pause. Too clean for Magi Spartan. Spartan? I don't know.
Chat saying you can't pause in the middle of a fight, but you absolutely can pause at any time there's an issue. Of course, we do not have the rewind function.
We do not.
We can't chrono break.
Pyke is a gunner. Yep. That Pyke is a gunner. I like unpause it.
Where's that you're not allowed to pause during combat coming from? Is that like an amateur league rule? Because it's definitely not an LCS rule.
I mean, also, like, does it matter? Like, he's going to die. The Lux is going to walk away. Not much happening in mid or top either, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm an AED admin, and I don't think we've said anywhere that you can't do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Pizza's in the chat. Pizza, where is that rule coming from?
Yeah, let's get HR on this, please.
HR, please give us a rules update. We're not the rules guys, so
we're the ones yelling at our mics.
Yeah, we're just yelling at our mics. Yeah, I mean, there was a pause in LCS today when Bang got hit by an Ash arrow, and he said there was lag in the game, and they chrono braked it back.
Has there been anything in chat about why this pause is happening? Take your time, no worries.
They said there's something wrong with the jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, so far as I know, there's no rules as to when you can pause as long as there's a legitimate reason for the pause.
Right.
One thing we haven't pointed out also is the Pyke gives full kill gold over even on assist.
Oh, yeah.
Result. And you look at the gold spike here, even when Pyke dies, that gold's not going to swing back.
Right. Yeah, up 0.8k. That's and two kills onto the Ash.
We got
Everyone's
the
ready.
Rest in peace, Pyke.
Yeah, let's pour some out for the homie.
Yeah. Big F's in chat for the Pyke. Well, we got the readies. We're just waiting on them to actually start it. F's in the chat for Pyke.
Not much you can do there. All right, game is being resumed. And the Pyke dead.
Man, Pyke's
called it, guys. What do you mean? I'm just a genius. I called him. He's gonna die.
Oh, return King, man. He does have the flash there. Kane showing up to be like, you know what? I am a jungler too.
And just to point out, that's the blue Kane. That's the form there. So
yeah, he's got it. I mean, it's definitely not Spica there. That is a fully transformed Kane before 13 minutes. He's also got a level lead right now.
That's true. And 30-ish farm, which is nuts.
It's actually nice. This is not good, though, if you're Malzahar.
Yeah, you do not want to be picking this up.
Oh, no!
That was so clean. Mid laner, cleaning up those kills. This Kane is actually pretty big right now.
This Kane is huge. And,
wow. Oh, what an R.
Oh, my goodness.
L9 Lulu picking up the Jarvan. Wow, that was clean.
Yeah, and look.
In the middle of the flag and drag.
He's here with the demolish. Whoa.
Okay, final spark coming out. The Ares going to land. Not much damage onto the Malzahar. He's going to walk away. Looks like they're going to translate over to Dragon. Jarvan's still in base, so this should be pretty free.
But just for everybody knows, Bro IP does have a game right after this. Back-to-back games.
Doubleheader.
A doubleheader. Your Friday Night League.
Friday Night Lights. Doubleheader. Red team claiming the Dragon. It reveals to be a Mountain Soul.
Oh, a lot of damage here. Does pop the ult on Vlad to get a little bit of sustain here, but you got to worry. This Mordekaiser's still huge.
But yeah, looking into the jungle though, there's a Jarvan. So
there is a Jarvan.
He's gonna invade. Kane might be able to. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm interested to see because he just won that 1v1 pretty handily last time.
It's just pulling this pull off the Vlad. Oh, the flash!
Wow, he's in there. Looking for the auto attacks. He just needs the damage. Oh! Good Zonias. The healing, and like I said, the Jarvan is there. The 2v1 King Mordekaiser might be fault. Yep, shut down onto the Mordekaiser. Jarvan 4 picking up that big bread.
Yeah, but that's so bad for Sister Kissers. Because you need, Vlad to be getting this advantage so he can, side lane.
Big hook by the Pyke, double stun. The ult is going to be canceled by a heal. Is it going to be enough damage? A lot of damage coming out from the Lux. That Sona's gonna walk away with a scrape of health.
Yeah, the Sona heal on top of the Summoner heal from the Lux,
yeah,
so
that's like
good.
Half her health.
It's instantly like full HP, like whoa. But I mean, that's you got to go back to base now. Sona has to base now. It's more time that they're not scaling, right?
Yep.
This is what you do.
A little bit of trolling. Yeah.
If you're worried about the mid lane matchup, this is the Samsung, special right here. You just put them on Malzahar, and they just clear the wave and walk back to the tower.
Yep. I can be looking. Or not.
So annoying.
He's out of there. I just want to point out this Kane is huge. This Kane is massive. 15 minutes. Oh my god, good flash Q. No follow-up from the Ashe because she has no R, but oh wow, what is the shield? They're still going to be looking to Kane here to clean up. The misses the W, but the Q's going to claim him. The flash, the Ashe stays alive by 1 HP. L9 Lulu flashing out. Yeah, he's gonna go down.
Flashback to top lane to watch the pool get ripped out again. Hey, thanks, Dalton. Thanks for the support, man. We're trying to make it better every week. We're trying to make the casting and the overlays and everything better every week. Oh my god, this Mord. He's got as much sustain as Vlad does.
Exactly. Dude, that's honestly what I love about freaking Mordekaiser. Like, he heals a ridiculous amount, and he can also, like, 2v1 at the same time. It's just so ridiculous. Like, you just take that into a lane where you just want to, like, BM as hard as you can.
You watched...
You farm until level 6 and just demolish them.
I don't know if you watched any of the TSM series, but Haunter's Mordekaiser was actually disgusting.
Yeah?
And you're just like, okay, this guy's, like, 1v5ing.
I've had those games on Mordekaiser. That guy's a scary dude.
CS here in top, pretty scary also now. I mean, he's running away with it. Vlad is level 11. He's got the level 2 ult now. He is starting to become a threat, but not to the Mord. It's a team fight threat. No. He's not a threat to this Mord at all right now. And
last time we saw Vlad was in a it was week 1. It was one of the first games that we watched, and the Vlad was just massive. Yeah, it was so disgusting. He was just so strong.
Look at this Kane. Look at this Kane.
Oh my god, good gank. The pool comes out. Vladimir might get... Oh, okay. Kane ult is going to claim that.
Kane is running away with this game.
He's 4-1. Yeah,
he is running away with this game right now. Surprised we haven't seen him play for Rift Herald yet with how much top priority they have.
And they know where the Jarvan is. They totally could have just
blood.
Free.
Oh,
dude.
Maybe going back? Is going to go for the Rift.
And honestly... Well, shenanigans in the mid. Good flash from Malzahar. Does not want to get knocked up or ulted. The E coming out from Pyke. He might go down here. He's looking pretty low. Auto attacks from the blue side bot lane does literally nothing, so I'm not going to be picking that up. But Bane Ninja's going to come in a nice flash. Going to claim both of them. Nightmare's going to claim one of them, actually.
Whoa.
Solo kill. Yeah, blue team's looking like they're picking up the pace.
Yeah, that's really good. They needed that.
Across the map. Yeah.
They needed that reset, and that's what Sonolux can do, right? They sustained so much in that fight because Pyke, wasn't able to land the hook. They weren't in threat of getting engaged on anymore. There's no Ashe ult or anything like that. So they were able just to kite around, repeatedly heal and shield with the Sona and the Lux, and then they just out-sustain them, right? There's nothing for Ashe to sustain with.
And then waiting for the Jarvan to come in and clean up the fight.
Yeah. And Akali, eventually... Oh my gosh, this is such
Kane
a huge
coming in.
Kane.
He's...
Oh my gosh!
Alive? Wow, he stole the Drake.
They're on Soul Point.
That's on Soul Point. That is a huge... That's actually... I would honestly trade that. A shutdown for being on Soul Point. That's so much pressure now that you have around that... around that dragon. Deep Eddy in the deep end again. Gonna suck Zedzix to the realm. Got the backup with Magi there. That's a lot of damage coming out from a Q. Flashing, looking for the kill just to get that reset off. She's gonna go down, and then the Malzahar is gonna pick that second one up.
Yeah, that's good for them. They're gonna have mid pressure here. They have a Rift Herald on Kane, but he's not respawned yet, so it looks like they're just gonna get the mid tower. Now that's actually super good because now they have the Rift to use somewhere else. Normally you'd want to break mid with that. Now they can use that anywhere they want.
And this Kane is moving, actually. Look at that. He's got Mobies and Yomus. He's going to be sprinting down lanes. So
yeah, this Akali is massive, though. We got to talk about the fact that there's a 5-2 Akali in this game.
That is fact.
She has Sona Lux with her, so their ability to just keep her sustained up in fights and let her... Oh my gosh, it's 2 mid towers.
That's going to be a lot of pressure for later in the game.
Yeah, it is. The rotation's so much easier for Broad Painted. We're giving them a lot of credit because, frankly, they looked really rough in week 1. Meanwhile, Sister Kissers, had one game against Anion that was really back and forth, about a 40-minute game. And the second game they lost because of forfeit. They couldn't get scheduled. They accidentally booked 2 games at the same time. So they're 0-2, but not in the sense of like Bro Ping was, right?
Right.
So for them to be, for Bro Ping to be playing this tightly against Sister Kissers is so good for them because it's such growth over the last week, right? It's like Kali.
Oh my god, he's just getting kited out. His healing is... Oh!
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 Oh, my
good
gosh,
flash,
so
but there's going to be a teleport coming in. Malzahar is going to get the movement speed. Kane is also on the pursuit with the Yumus. He's going to be moving. That's going to be a kill with Kane. Yes! Shut down onto the Akali. That's a 6-3 Akali dead. As meanwhile, there's a fight in the mid lane. Ash is kind of just trying to get away. Good flash from the Pike. He's going to get away as well. That was a really well played fight in the bot lane.
That
they lost
was
1-for-1.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so much happening. Well, one of the best things about casting these games is the fact that there's so much action, there's so much fighting all the time.
Right. It's not something in LCS where there's 10 minutes of CSing. They go for a dragon. Oh my god, they get the dragon. Oh, there's a fight. Then they're back to CSing. You know, that type of thing.
This is not
actually
good for Vlad, by the way.
Oh my god,
that is not a good situation.
He just got soaked. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that Vlad is 0-5. That is not looking too good. Vega, we are getting a message from the support channel from one of the team heads of...
Can you ping
Yeah,
Vlad?
I'll finish caching.
Ping Saz.
Okay.
They're out of game, so that should be good. Oh no.
Yeah, this is going to be looking like a double kill.
They did get
onto
the
medium
tower.
baller. They did get the tower with Shelly, but at 16-16,
This game
really close on gold. This is a good game.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. This is a good game. Yeah, Saz is on it, by the way. So yeah, was it Bro pinged really? I mean, Ash scaling on top of the Kane one shot, I think is going to be a big threat against the Sona Lux, especially with the Pike. If they can get a double engage with the Kane and the Pike and cut through some of the shields, I feel like that could be really good for their late game team fighting.
I agree, and you look at this, it's kind of like a game where both backlines are probably just going to get obliterated. Because,
right.
The Akali Jarvan is probably going to kill the Ashe in the backline.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I mean, you have Kane Pike diving into your backline. So it's who kills who faster in this game. And one advantage is that Bro Ping is on 3 dragons. They get to kind of set up these fights now. Sister Kissers has to come fight them. They have to come to dragons and contest here. And there's so much mid priority. There's no mid towers there.
And one thing too that I want to point out is that the top... Actually, let me interrupt because looking like there's some shenanigans in the bot lane. Medium ballers in there deep. Kanal's going to come out. He's going to come out. He's get the reset on the damage. He might just wall walk out. The Deep Eddy is coming in, movement speed. He's going to suck Zedzik to the realm while there's an ult. Oh my god, everything's going on at the same time. Deep Eddy taking the brunt of it. Oh my god, the Kane is in there doing a ton of damage. The Silence Vlad is just going to fall. He can't do anything. The ult was not in time for him to get any healing, and he couldn't go into pool because he was silenced.
That's soul.
That is soul.
That's soul.
That's
that is
soul.
a mountain soul now for them. I mean, they can't contest. They can't walk up here. This is terrible. Jarvan may try to sneak in, but I don't know. He can't. He can't walk in here.
Yeah, no, I was literally about to say one advantage that Bro Ping has in this game is the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser into Vlad when Vlad is 0-6. Mordekaiser is just going to has so much more worth than Vladimir, and we saw that. Low K Puppy Cat has left the game. Is that from?
Gonna pause? There we go.
Yeah, is that what they were talking about? Because of the 3-minute delay.
Oh, smoke alarm. Yeah. Someone's smoke alarm went off.
Oh. Yeah, but we saw that in last fight. Just the sheer pressure that Jarvan brings to some of these fights dwarfs the amount of pressure that Vlad might bring to a similar fight. And I think that's going to be the tipping point. They have the assassination, they have the sustain, but I think what they are missing is just a frontliner. Although Jarvan is 4-2, I just don't think he has as much of an impact as Mordekaiser might.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree, and it's just This Akali also being like super fed, like Mord is her worst nightmare, and Malzahar, right? If she dives
Right.
in, like there's so many ways to remove her from a fight.
Right.
And the Sona and the Lux, though, they're shielding and giving all this stuff. The Pyke is such a good pick into this, because he creates so much pressure. But, you do still have fed Akali, right? And you have Jarvan with the go button, and you are starting to finish items, right? You're so close to having 2 items on Lux and Sona. Vlad has gotten to 2 items. He really needs to get to a 3rd to be fully online. And for some reason, no one on Bro I Pinged has Morellonomicon. Ash and Kayn do have the
Avarice Blades.
So I mean there is, healing reduction there. And a lot of times it is the Kayn hitting the Q and hitting several people.
But what you're really missing is just Mordekaiser walking on top of everyone and getting that AoE healing reduction off.
Exactly.
I think right.
And I mean, his build's fine. I mean, like absolutely, the Mord build's fine, right? He's in a winning position. The Rylai's gives him an opportunity to, if he lands anything, just to Q harass. He doesn't even have to land his E now to force fights in these side lanes or onto some of the squishier members. But yeah, I mean, super close game. But you got to think the go button is on the side of Bro Ping. They have the Ashe, they have the Malzahar, right? So they're able to dictate what's happening in the game. Meanwhile, Sister Kissers kind of just has to go where they go. They have to play the map now completely defensively, which is not what Jarvan and Akali want to do.
And especially because they have the Mountain Soul, they're going to have just a natural advantage. Like, no matter what. They're going to have an extra shield. They're going to have just a little bit more, MR and armor. It's just going to be that. You can't do anything about it.
Exactly. And their strategy for their comp kind of falls apart when the Vlad gets behind, because we talked about the 1-3-1 in Champ Select, right? They want to have Vlad in the side lane. They want to have Akali in the side lane. They want to be able to just plant the Sona, Lux, and Jarvan, around mid and just clear. But the Vlad's too far behind. He can't side lane against Malzahar or Mord now. So now you're forced into, fighting before you're really ready to.
And then in that situation, you lose 3v3, and then you lose 1v1 in each side lane, and then that's game.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have anywhere to play, so now you're forced to try and just clear waves and wait until Vlad comes online, which he's not getting that much gold because he can't be in a side lane.
Right. So yeah, this is okay. We're going back.
Smoke alarms off.
Yeah, this high octane gameplay, setting off the smoke alarms. Shout out to Acts of Infamy for that quote there.
Probably one of the top 8 mods on my stream.
Top 8?
Well, there's 8 mods.
How many? No. Got him.
Got him. He's a good guy. Okay, the other game's getting remade, of course. Okay.
Yeah, if anyone's here from the other game, get your popcorn out, because this might go to late game.
Yeah, it's an intense game, and Baron definitely the next objective. Now, you see now the Akali and bot. Now, one thing to point out, we talked about 1-3-1, but the Akali does not have teleport, right? So the objective here for the Lux Sona is to not let the other team do Baron, right? It's not for them to start the Baron. It's to stall the enemy team while Akali takes pressure in side lanes. Now, Akali is strong. She can force, multiple people maybe to have to come there. Wow, it's so dangerous to be in the side lane, though. Like pushing in a little bit here. Akali taking their time getting this tower, but I ping now with that soul. There's so much extra resistance. If you're Bro pinged here, you almost need to force them to come into this Baron pit. One of the things that isn't happening is they're not clearing all the vision out, so it's safe for Sister Kissers, right? They don't have to do anything. Sister Kissers can sit back like, we know they're not doing the Baron. Just let Akali push. Like, they're not threatening any objective for us right now. We just let them push.
Right. And as long as they keep them off that Baron and keep them in, a vision-controlled area, they really have no worries.
Exactly. There are some more power spikes coming through now, too. You notice that the Luden's now finished on the Lux. Sona should have her second item finished, and a third item finished on Akali now. Has that Zhonya's, so the outplay potential is even bigger now.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see where this game goes. This is definitely going to be going to late game. This Baron is going to dictate a lot of the rest of the game. Yeah, that's all I got for now.
Yeah, and this is not, if you're Bro ping, this is not what you want. You
Right.
have a massive lead right now. You need to be applying. I mean, the gold lead doesn't show it, but there, you have a soul, and you have gold on the right people, and your comp does well in these early scraps. Stalling the game out right now is not what you want to do.
You need to be looking for plays, using that Ash, using the Kane, using literally all their champions have some kind of engage, except for maybe Mordekaiser. But even then, there's some amount of CC that you can use to get an advantage in a fight and try and make a pick or make a play or literally anything.
Right.
They're just looking to do something, and they're not pushing that. And I think that's one of the mistakes we saw in the game that I casted earlier. The early game, Caitlyn Nautilus into Morgana Ashe. Okay, another
pause.
Telling me we were wrong. Jono not back. What? Yeah, but last game there was just not enough. They should have been going while they could, and they didn't, and so they got punished for it. And I feel like this might happen to Bro I Pinged, and
Thank you for the heads up, by the way, chat. There's a lot of places to fix stuff, and thank you for spotting out that this is in fact week 2 Group B. Oh, we're back. Okay, we're back in game. Farming up some more here. Hopefully stays connected. This got to be the most pauses we've had in a game, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, by like 7.
And Akali back in the spotlight again. Oh, we're about to hang there. We're back. This is a good thing. Like, Sister Kisser's also doing a good job denying some of this vision in here, making it hard for Bro Ping to, get vision on an objective. And we've got the Turtle Dragon in 2 minutes.
Right.
And
which is another huge huge objective. They're gonna look for
they went 2 different
the flag
places.
and drag canceled that. Yeah, there are 2 different fights. That's a lot of damage from that Kane. More Malzahar's gonna be looking here. The Zonia's coming out from Vladimir. He's in a kind of a tough spot. No pool to get him out. He's gonna flash, questionable enough. They're gonna be chasing down the Lux. He might pick one up. Nope. Deep Eddie is gonna claim her, and that looks like a Baron. They might be low, but this is still very doable with the Mountain Soul and with the red buff on Kane.
Yeah, Kane still has ult too. Also, still have the Mord ult, still have the Pike ult. So walking in here, extremely dangerous. If Jarvan goes in too, Mordekaiser could just ult him.
Right. And that's one of the beauties of having a Mordekaiser on your team is that Akali going in. We're gonna look for a fight here. Kind of split bit. Okay, Akali claiming more people. Deep Eddie sucking Jarvan to the realm while there's a fight over by the. Wow, they're actually winning this. They're actually. It's just the healing and shielding from Sona that's doing all of this. Deep Eddie in kind of a hot spot. We've seen Mordekaiser 1v4 before, but he will get shut down. And that's going to be an ace. They could go for Baron here. This could be the turn of the game here. This is what I was talking about. This is such a close game.
I think they're going to go out. Well, a little bit of a split call. They may have waited out their timer, but yeah, that's the Akali difference with that healing we talked about Chancellor.
That was nuts. I didn't think they'd be able to. I didn't think they'd be able to fight.
No Morello's on
And
the
they
board.
just
No Morello's on the
annihilated
Malzahar. There was no AoE reducing that healing. And now it's a gold lead. And they have control of the map. I think this is super risky to go for this Elder if they walk down. Should just get vision, I believe. Get the scuttle. Get control of this river. Mordekaiser does have TP. And this is what we're talking about. They gave him so much time. They took their foot off the gas against Sister Kissers. Let them stall up. This Vlad is working on a Void Stack now. He's got to be stronger. A Death Cap almost completed for the Akali.
Yeah, that's an 0-7 Vlad, but he's going to be doing plenty of damage. He has 166 farm. That's going to be enough to get him where he needs to be in terms of this game and make him a viable player.
Yeah, see, this is a situation where I really hate having Mord walk down here or Malzahar because there's a huge wave top lane and you have TP. You have the stronger side lane. Yeah, and I mean, they don't want you to do this dragon, but you could TP it. It's so hard for them to do this dragon. That's going to be not as much poke. Keep forgetting that they are both technically supports.
So, yeah, budget poke from both teams. Kane, looking to shadow walk in and out, get some damage off.
Kane is down a
Yeah,
level also.
This Kane, like, as much as blue Kane, oh yeah, one shot, like, red Kane is just so much stronger, in my opinion. And I think, wow, that damage from Mord completely canceled by heals from Sona and Lux. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Blue Kane, he's the pop-off one, but I mean, when you get into these late-game fights, you know, it is hard. Oh, we gotta go.
Okay. Jarvan popping in. Mordekaiser are locked down, ulting the Jarvan out of the fight. Akali is also onto the Malzahar. Malzahar's going to go down. The Ashe is trying to get away. She's running into the rest of the team. The Kane's going to get locked down as well. And looks like Pyke's going to have to run. He's low. And Deep Eddy is, as the last time, probably going to be in the deep end. Medium Baller taking that final kill. Pyke has to back. This is Elder and Baron.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's complete map control now. They don't have a way of dealing with the Akali. The Jarvan is doing such a good job eating space early in the fight, and Mordekaiser's not able to get in and ult the Akali. You know, if you ult the Akali out of this comp, you can probably win the fight. Even if Akali kills Mord 1v1, you could probably win the fight against the other ones, but
you're just trying to waste time in the realm, and yeah.
But the Jarvan got ulted in that fight, and realistically, that's like the best thing for Jarvan. He's like, awesome, I took away one of your biggest threats now.
Yeah, he blew his load. He did his knock up. He did his ultimate. Who cares? Like, what is he gonna do? He's building one damage item. Like, great.
Elder on now, so there's absolutely no way Broadping can fight. You know, they've got to pretty much pray the Sister Kissers decides not to start this, you know, Baron.
One thing to note though, the Kayn did steal the dragon earlier in this game, so. And Kayn is one of the easiest champions to steal, and you just literally walk through a wall and then walk back out.
Yeah,
it's very viable. It's very viable that he can steal a dragon, or steal Baron here. Okay, final spark, securing the crab.
Already 25% of the cooldown back.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty disgusting. But yeah, Goldie, you know, heavily in Sister Kisser's favor now. The Mountain Soul, it's not as insane because it's not Red Kane. He's not super tanky, so he's not getting like a ton of, you know, only really Mordekaiser's getting any buff off this. Pyke is searching for that GA. Super good on Pyke. Well, they're just going to start the Baron. They know. They said we have Elder.
They are. They don't know. Red team is not moving.
They right? They have to expect this.
But the Akali's sitting mid. That's a lot of their damage. I think what they're thinking is like, oh, if Akali's mid, they're probably, you know, just backing or something.
Well, this is terrible for them.
Baron's down to 3k. This is just going to be so free. Oh, no. Baron and Elder.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, they do.
Hey, go button is hit. King W kind of questionable. Pyke flashing out. The Malzahar is getting engaged upon. There's a lot of flashes coming through. Okay, the more to click the right person to ult, and he's actually winning this fight in the Death Realm. He's in a 1v3 now, gets the shield, 1v4, and Medium Baller is going to pick that up with the Elder Dragon. Now they're just, yes, this is where the Vladimir comes online. He's going to be looking for those massive ultimates, and, oh, but Lux is going to go, or Sona's going to go down, but the Akali's also going to flash it. The Elder Dragon is just doing so much damage onto this red team. That's an ace, and that's going to be the game.
Yeah, I believe it is. I mean, that's what happens. You know, they took their foot off the pedal with the blue Kayn, you know, and they let this Akali and this Vlad get into those side lanes, get items that feels really bad for Broad Pink, but you have to think, like, they look so much better in this game also than previous games. So congrats to Sister Kissers for sticking in it, you know, in a game.
That was truly a good game.
Yeah, they were pretty far behind in this game and managed to pull it back.
Impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Congrats to Sister Kissers. They moved to 1-2. Bro Ping falls to 0-3. They'll be back on stream in just a second. We're going to take a brief 10-minute break, and we will be back.